Yo, what is up, guys? I'm back. We're back with another daily upload, as you guys could tell. Today we have another winning trade. This is my second winning trade of the week. I'm probably gonna be done for the week unless there's a really good setup, maybe on like Friday. I don't know. It really just depends. If there's like a really nice setup, just like last week, I might take another trade. But for now, like in my mind right now, I'm done for this week. I already took 2 wins. Took three. I always say three, but it's three. I always yeah. I'm just yapping. Anyways, I already took 3 trades this week, and I've exposed myself to enough risk. I had 2 wins, 1 loss. I've exposed myself to so much risk already, and I'm also waiting for another payout to come in. This is proof. I'm gonna put the screenshot right here. This is proof of my executions of this trade. So yeah, right now I'm just chilling. We're done for this week. I could basically just not do anything for the rest of this week. I could just do my own thing, wake up late if I want to, but I'm still gonna hop on the charts. I might still even host like live sessions the next 2 days, just because. Yeah, again, if you guys want to join the VIP room, the link is in the description. The Stripe link is in the description, or you could DM me and you'll get a discount. Anyways, going into the trade recap. I'm gonna try to not talk too much, not yap too much today. Just a nice short video, nice market recap for you guys. And yeah, so I want to see if I could pull up my Discord. Yeah. Okay, I just pulled up the Discord. Guys, going into the morning, this was what I was seeing. Yeah, so I said going into this morning on US30, order flow was clearly pretty bearish. If you look at US30, it was just, for me at least, I don't know if maybe some of you guys were bullish, but for me, order flow was clearly just bearish. Pre-market already started melting a little bit, and so I was just really bearish going into the morning. And after that, I said, yeah, I have marked out my POIs for this morning, and I want to see how price reacts to those areas before we take any potential trades. What were my POIs? I had this H1 imbalance. We had 2 small H1 imbalances, and I just combined it into 1 imbalance. So if you guys could tell, this is 1 imbalance right here. And this is another one right here. Yeah. And so I just combined it into 1 imbalance. So that was my hourly PDRA. And yeah, obviously you could say this is also a high, a swing high. That could have also been a PDRA. And then on the 4-hour, we had this nice fair value gap right here that was untapped, unmitigated. Those were basically my 2 main PDRAs going into the morning. And on the 50-minute, we had a nice big, or not big, but a nice inverse fair value gap right here. But also, we had just this big fair value gap right here. So you could say you could have chosen one of those PDRAs, but I chose the more refined PDRA, which was the inverse fair value gap. So anyways, those were my 2 PDRAs that I was mainly looking at, or 3 PDRAs. On the hourly, I was mainly looking at that fair value gap, those 2 fair value gaps, and on the 50-minute, I was looking at that inverse fair value gap. And I wanted to see how price reacts to those areas if we even reach there. And so again, my ideal situation going into the morning would have been we take out these highs, respected these imbalances, and got displacement lower. And that's exactly what happened today. A perfect accumulation, manipulation, distribution trade. Guys, today US30 was literally A+, like clean, really clean price action, sweeping the highs, filling the imbalances, getting displacement lower time frame confirmation. Today was so nice, guys. So yeah, again, accumulation, then the manipulation right here, higher. And then this is where the smart money shorts, and then distribution lower, as you guys could see, because again, order flow was already pretty bearish. So all you needed to wait was for that sweep to happen. So yeah, that was initially, like, that was my analysis going into the morning on US30. On NQ, let me see if I could show you guys. See, I had the same framework on NQ this morning, but I said NQ is looking more like it's in a rush to go lower, and most likely won't retrace into my POIs, but we'll wait and see. And there we also had PMI, I think, at 9:45. So yeah, as you guys can see, this was NQ going into the morning. For me, this is already looking really bearish. This was at 9:30, guys. This was already looking really bearish, and I could not see price going into one of those PDRAs. As you guys can see, I was right. NQ did not retrace whatsoever. We just kept dumping lower, and there was no potential trades in here. As guys could see, like, only bearish candles. So I wouldn't have even engaged on NQ if there was something. Again, I already took this winning trade on US30 pretty early on. I was done trading at 10 today, guys. I traded for 30 minutes, guys. I was done working after 30 minutes, guys. Imagine waking up, working for 30 minutes, and making 3 bands. That's crazy, bro. Like, that's just insane. Anyways, so like I told you guys, that was my analysis going into the morning on US30. I wanted to see us sweep those highs and fill in those imbalances and show a clear reaction on the lower time frame. What do I need to see on the lower time frame? Again, with my model, I need to see an order block always get validated. That's the main thing I always need to see, is an order block to get validated. After that, a nice addition would be like a BPR get made or something like that. And in this scenario, again, we did both. We created this order block, this last up close candle, took out liquidity, and it was the last up close candle before we got this move lower. And so this is a really high probability order block right here. After we closed beneath that low of the order block, that was my change in the state of delivery. That was my confirmation that we're going to go lower. And I anticipated that we were going to close below this BPR right here. And so I did enter maybe a little bit higher, because I entered like 15 seconds before the candle closed. You know what I mean? Because it looked like we were just going to fucking melt lower. And so for me, it did not look like we were going to retrace into this BPR, because normally I do take an entry based off of the BPR for a little bit better of an entry. But to be honest, I've seen that US30 most likely, majority of the times, creates that BPR but does not retrace into it. NQ is the one that usually retraces into the BPR. And so once I saw that we were going to close below this bullish fair value gap and create a BPR, this is when I entered. I had my stop above this order block high, above the last up close candle. And I was just targeting 2RR, guys. Like, it's that simple. Targeting 2RR. It's the most consistent target to have, is a 2 risk to reward. I don't try to target more than that. For me, a 2 risk to reward is enough. Again, I know you guys want to give me advice in the comments and stuff, but I really don't need that advice. I already have my plan. I already have my model. For me, the 2RR is already a perfect risk to reward to have. It keeps me consistent, and it doesn't let you get greedy. And so that's why I'm happy. I'm always going to be happy with a 2RR. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's that. The traded TP in like a couple of minutes. Let me see. This is when I called out the trade. I called out the trade at 9:45 and it hit TP at 9:57. The traded TP in 8 minutes, guys. As you guys could see, proof. The reason why it shows edited is because when I send a signal, so if you guys want to join the VIP room, you guys have to know this. When I send the signal, I always send the stop loss size first. That's the main thing I send, is the entry when I'm entering and the stop loss size, because that's how you can calculate your lot size for when you want to enter. And so it's always the first thing that I put. And then after, when I'm already in the trade, that's when I put, okay, the TP is, for example, in this scenario, 140 points. But you could always calculate that on your own, because you know that you guys should know that I always take a 2 risk to reward. And so if my stop loss is 70 in this situation, you already know the TP is going to be 140. So just for you guys to know that, if you guys do want to join the VIP room, I always put the stop loss size first, and that's why it always shows edited right here. Not because I'm editing my entry or whatever after the fact. It's just because that I'm putting the TP size later than when I entered. Again, that's done. Yeah, I said everything that I needed to say. Again, this was the trade. If you guys want updates, like today I posted this trade immediately after I took it on my Instagram. So if you guys want more of like the more in-depth, or not in-depth, but more a little bit more behind the scenes, you could say, follow my Instagram at NQDemon. I'm trying to grow that Instagram to a couple of thousand followers. If you guys want to subscribe, that would be really nice. 70% of you guys are not subscribed, so I'm trying to reach 10K by the end of this year, and then 100K next year. Yeah, like and comments are appreciated. If you guys want any advice or anything you guys want me to help you guys with in the comments, or just join my Discord and ask me questions, guys, the Discord is free. If you want to join the Signal room, that's when you have to pay. Besides that, I think I said everything that I needed to say in this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and take care.